Hello, and thanks for joining me in another episode of Space Engineers. Today we are going to do, hopefully, both the third and fourth tutorial. So let's get straight to it and see how it goes. The tutorial is energy. Okay. Let's start off by respawning in our medical room, like we've done before. Energy, oh wow. Energy is also replenished when sitting in a cockpit seat, flight seat, or control station. To enter seat or cockpit, approach it, look for a yellow highlight indicator, press F. This is often preferable to using a medical room because their charge is automatic. Okay. Good to know. Power is transferred through any block connected to you. Power source. Power does not transfer through asteroid. So, I guess stone, obviously. To proceed, take some uranium from this storage. Place in the reactor. Take it all. And open up the door. Solar panels generate a small amount of power without needing to. However, they must be exposed to sunlight. Depending on the position of the solar panel relative to the sun, they will generate a variable amount of power. The better align the panel, the more they produce. Light no power, 4 green lights maximum. Okay. Activate the pistons to expose. Well, already done that. Oh, okay. Little bars on the bottom. Let's continue on. Batteries allow you to store generated power for later usage and are good for meeting periodic power demands combined with solar panels. It's a good idea you have some backup batteries to fully charge in case of power emergencies. Okay. Set one of the batteries to discharge power. Okay. Let's open the door. Run. Merge blocks can join separating grids. They're together, aligning their building. Okay. So basically this will connect this building and that building. Because power doesn't go through stone. It gets there eventually. Eventually. And a bridge. Ugh. Well, that could have ended badly. Supply power to the far side for construction and line of blocks across the asteroid. Connecting it to the station. Okay. There we go. So, press the G menu, select our block here, and sure if we have to weld them or not. Considering the lights are on, I'm not thinking so. Okay.
Objective complete.
Okay, let's get on to the next one, shall we? Okay. Now we are on to the fourth tutorial, and that is called oxygen. No, we don't need to watch a video. Okay, let's spawn in our medical room. Use your hand drill to mine ice with the left mouse button. Pick up the rocks, the ice that fall out. Oxygen generators will produce oxygen from ice placed in their inventory. Okay, number 6.
Inventory full.
Oh. With pressurized environments, it's safe to remove your helmet. Okay, not so safe just yet. Ah, there's my hand drill. Walk around with the helmet now. Okay. Well, 100% fill this room with oxygen to proceed. Oxygen farms are slow to refill rooms, but require ice to make. Oh, they require no ice to make oxygen. I'd be kidding. All of those just for that? Wow. The roof and deploy the oxygen farms by pressing the tube to expose. Powered oxygen farms will continuously generate oxygen when exposed to sunlight. Okay. %, 94. Alright, we're waiting for the door to go up. Vents can be used to depressurize areas and remove air into empty storage. Or recover air. Okay. This allows for less wastage when building airlocks. Okay. Products can be set to stockpile oxygen so you have a backup supply in case of an emergency. The ones you see here are full. Turn the stockpile mode off and then set the vent to pressurize to fill this window room with air. 2 and then 4. Okay, so they're like tanks. That's what tanks do. They're supposed to hold stuff. Good to know. Generators, oxygen generators, and oxygen tanks can also be built into small ships to supply directly into the cockpit. Oxygen balls can also be refilled from small ship generators. Okay, so they can have my little tanks here. Guess this will do the same thing there. Okay. So the big oxygen generators are the same as the small ones, and they both do the same thing. Pick up a weld tool. Ah, there we go. That's where it tells you what to do. Finish welding the armor blocks to create an airtight seal. Okay. We don't want to vent oxygen into space. Not all blocks form airtight seals. You may need to conduct your own tests when building personal projects. If you encounter this problem, experiment by building armor blocks around expected use. Okay.
Objective complete.
Objective complete. Let's go do the fifth one, shall we? See if we can finish that one as fast as we finish these ones. Hello. Okay, now we're going to go on to the fifth tutorial. Ore refining and component something. Does not say. No videos before we start. Let's learn by trial and error. Okay. Pick up the hand drill from the cargo container. You can reorder the refinery's queue by moving ores in its inventory. Okay, there is no ore. So obviously use the hand drill to mine ore by holding the left mouse button and pressing F to pick up the rocks of ore that fall out. Okay. Right mouse button. Yeah, we did that before when we went through the stone. Left mouse button leaves little chunks of stone. Right mouse button. Pick up stuff. And put it in here. Idea how much of this I need, so just grab a bunch. Go make some video cards. All types of ore processed at different speeds. Some are very slow. Refiners always try to pull ore into their inventory from an accessible conveyor connected storage. Okay. Assembler manufactures components. Refined elements. To pull required elements from accessible storage, queue up the components required by accessing a control panel with F and selecting the production tab. Okay, so 15 steel plates, 2 computers, 4 motors. Production tab. Large steel tubes and tank construction. Oops, wrong one. Okay, we need tank construction. 4 steel tubes. Okay, and I guess, okay, it's just like a storage container. Components have been construction, turn the yellow welder on. Oh. Well, I guess we can help them put that stuff back into there. 6. Oh. Okay. Take a seat while this thing moves. Run and jump. Drill and refine uranium into ingots to power the empty reactor. Okay. Process. Withdraw the ingots from the reactor. You don't need a huge amount. Okay, so it refines this into this. Then run to the reactor. Put it in. And we have light. Okay.
Objective complete.
Well, instead of light, figured out how energy works in the refining process. Let's see what the next one's like, shall we? Alright, 6th tutorial is conveyors and connectors. Well, I guess it's good to learn how to set that up. So we can have the entire ship pressurized with oxygen. Cargo container above holds the components necessary to proceed. These are out of your physical reach, but you can access them through conveyors. Okay. Press F on the blue control panel on the connector and access the inventory tab. Drag the contents of the component storage to the inventory of the connector, which is set up to eject. Okay. Next item. And it's spitting items out. Okay. Well, they'll finish building the components. Oh. Okay, so that was simple. Simple enough. 4. You can use connectors to form connections between separate conveyor systems. So basically you can connect 2 ships together. Oh, extend the piston. And then it has a little green circle. Okay, apparently I need uranium. I have no idea where I'm going. Oh wait, there we go. Place uranium ingots in the reactor. Already did that. Conveyor sorters can be used to organize and filter the flow of items through conveyor systems. access the sorter's control panel and set the filter mode to entry to whitelist. And then add new filters. Selection, click on ingots, and click add button to allow all types of ingots to pass through the sorter. Okay. Filter mode, whitelist, and then ingots. I think that's set right. Access control panel, set throw out to on, select clicked all to on. Okay. Connector, set throw out to on and clicked all. And it's spitting things out again. Okay. Use this seat to recharge suit battery. Oh, not really. Pick up a weld tool and components from this crate. Okay. You need to build conveyor tubes to connect the cargo containers to the conveyor block. Press G to access the toolbar config. Add the conveyor tube to your toolbar. So it's like adding a block. Ah. Okay. I guess well, we still work. Obviously. Sure does weld pretty slow. Quite elaborate. Open door. Okay.
Objective complete.
Alright. On to the tutorial. Okay, in my next video, I will do more tutorials. And hopefully I can get as many in as I did today. Or this morning, I should say. So, please stay tuned. If you like the video, like it. Any comments, please don't hesitate to post them. Thank you for watching.